say, Abdulkarim, go punish you when supposed to talk for your first video, they talk about for the fourth video. They are trafficking underage girls. No matter what they're supposed to, they talk small. Abdulkarim, go punish you. They will go punish you.
I'd say kudos to NAPTIP, really. 7,000 Nigerians in 2 years. It's a lot. And you know, kudos to also VDM for going out there and highlighting
Verydarkman.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping to watch today's video. So I'll bring you the latest update from Arise News. So today's video, NAPTIP, they're taking over the case to ensure the trafficking children in the Ivory Coast are being released. According to them, they also announced that most victims of trafficking are being lured through social media like Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So according to them, they are ensuring that everything works fine about the case release. So after the incident between Verydarkman and Abdulkarim, where she posted an laughter emoji. So right now, Verydarkman has been to NAPTIP, and NAPTIP, they are in charge of children's trafficking to ensure that everything is being handled in the right way. So all kudos to Verydarkman.
So I just
right
come out
now,
from NAPTIP now, and I checked through Twitter. Now I see the National Broadcasting Commission have banned Nigerian radio and television stations from airing the trending song "Tell Your Papa" by the veteran rapper Idris Abdulkarim. I rushed go Idris Abdulkarim page, and I see say NBC send a message say they don't ban the song. This song is just released a few days ago, where it says Sheyi, tell your papa say country hard. Tell your papa say people they buy. So you people don't want to hear it on the station. And una no say that true. Say the country no hard. Say people know they buy. And this is what we are going to do now. That this thing. First of all, we don't even need radio. How many people they hear radio and they watch TV? That's by the way. We are going to take it over by social media. Dear Idris Abdulkarim, you are going to shoot another video. This time we will sponsor it. And I go there inside the video. We go find person who resemble Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Since we know if we get the real president, we go find who resemble the president. We go sit down for the video. We go do the video remix. We go dance for inside our video. Tell your papa part 2. Then we will come highlight other problems. That is to say, these people listen to what is going on in Nigeria, but they don't want to act. Then when you talk, they want to control the media so that you don't get the voice, and this voice don't exceed what they want it to exceed. Well, what do you expect? Presidents come out, go France. You go France. French president come out from France, go Egypt. That means the French president don't even send you. I just see for Rufai page, Rufai for Arise page for Twitter. I bust laugh. Imagine Nigerian president enter country, the president of the country no even feel acknowledged. He carry himself, they go Egypt. Sheyi, tell your papa. Now real truth be that. Nobody they fear anybody. The country is hard. Business are crumbling. A lot of people are suffering. People are crying. People they buy. Even though you don't want to do anything, do security for us. I see women for Oregun, where they call that place yesterday. See them. They chant yesterday, they cry for insecurity. Even the North, they get full enhancement issues. A lot of places where they buy people. Let me not say full enhancement because there are a lot of good Fulani people. And there are a lot of headsmen that are good. Let me say they're having a lot of terrorist issues that may be disguising as full enhancement. Do you understand? Because like I said, some of these people say some innocent one day, but we don't generalize them, which is a problem. So dear Idris Abdulkarim, listen to me, my brother. You're going to shoot that music again. And this time we'll post it on social media. I will also post it on my page because I'll be appearing on that video. Prepare yourself. If you're there, Abuja, abeg, Egbo, let me know. More come. Sheyi, tell your papa, country hard. Tell your papa everything where Idris Abdulkarim say me they tell him. Tell them because the country is hard. And anybody that have a problem with that song at the NBC at whatsoever, may gonna also send the message to them. Say country hard. Puppets. Y'all better don't play. Else you're gonna learn and y'all will learn the hard way. This is the generation that will make the country better. And the sooner you all know, the better. And for those youths, where then they use as tools to counter the real voice of the Nigerians, may God let this country happen to you and your family. You would understand. They give you people small money to come and do a counter narrative. A counter narrative all of now. Hey. Yes. For how much they give you? When I go learn, and when I will learn the hard way, don't play.
My people, how they enjoy this government. Truth they bitter, but we're going to talk But you see, the point we are on here is a very simple one. You know, we get a lot of great journalists where they speak the truth no matter how it be. You know, they don't fit buy them. They don't fit buy them, you know. But if you be journalists, where you do well, this government come buy you. You know, come fit speak truth. By the grace of God, the money where they pay you. You understand what I'm saying? The money where they pay you, you know, go take and do any better thing for your life. All the problems where Nigerians they face, you go face them by the grace of God. Ujoro no day now. Ujoro no day. Ujoro no day. Anywhere we belle face. The money where they pay you, by God's grace, you know, go do you any better. You know, go do you any better. Say, you know, they speak truth because of brown envelope. No matter how it be, it go hit you and it go affect you. You go enter trouble and you go come back and realize, say, everything for life no be about money. Ojoro no dey. You know.
Verydarkman, I swear to God, I must be very sincere with you. Coming outside to tell Abike Dabiri, say, God go punish her after that people she make. It's not what I was expecting from you at all. When you do statement like Abike Dabiri, God go scatter your life. God go destroy your life. You are cursed. You know, go ever day well with you. Your life will scatter. Idiot. When you do statement like that, you only say, God go punish her. It be like I don't laugh with you now for this social media. And I don't forget our aim and our goal for this social media. Now to lend our voice for the betterment of this country. We know they do it with respect. Come get that from me. Go find respect from your father. Verydarkman, I beg, come on for road, make I help you do this. You know they do this in why I expect you to do this. Abike Dabiri, God go punish you when you're supposed to talk for your first video. They talk out for the fourth video. They are trafficking on the age. Yes, no matter what they're supposed to, they talk small, Abike Dabiri, God will punish you. They want God will punish you. For the eye. This kind of Nigeria problem, when they Verydarkman, even we celebrate the birthday. If you watch that Verydarkman video, you can see the pain and the blood in his eyes. And they say, they talk small. They should punish the one. When they go pay me plus, when I go use this, my ear, say this Abike Dabiri, na more than 9 she be, she's a very useless mother. Go punish her. Punish her where. That your hand, when you type that laughing emoji for that your tweet for sensitive matter, I'll punish you. Make una they take note of the courses when they learn Abike Dabiri, because this courses when they learn now go really pain away, because this is the thing what she enjoy part of this life. I don't know what you they plan to do to prove me wrong, but me I'm waiting for your update. You see that laughing emoji when you type for that tweet, they will laugh at you your damn moment. Go punish the one. So some of them when they come outside they talk say VDM they wrong to give her 1 week ultimatum, say get very disrespectful. These are those people when they traffic they get it 1 week. Some of them they even buy on a daily basis. They talk of respect. Go punish all of them. We are talking about underage jail. Some of them say they even contact this charger. They put laughing emoji for your tweets. Go punish everybody when they support you. For your eye. You are obviously laughing at your stupidity and your dirty character. Verydarkman, we can't accept God place. Verydarkman, the president of Nigeria. Useless woman, we go punish your life. I have a lot of things on my table. I have a lot of things. Most of them are waiting for that Nigeria. Be like cowboys don't have brain. This abroad when I did like this. If you have the cat fire and you call 911, they go refer you to fire service. Okay, not be abroad now. They for this. Oh boy, they say me I don't come up for this Nigeria. They say me I dey abroad like this. I don't know say that this Nigeria me I see gay. Problem don't for this Nigeria bad. Problem for this country. Problem when me Verydarkman don't celebrate the birthday. God punish the one. I dey go through Verydarkman comment section for these videos when you mention Abike Dabiri. I just go through the comment section. I just dey shake my head. This country is a big mess. Now when they support the Abike Dabiri, I don't understand now. So even though she not be her office, so she don't use her office to rescue those girls out. Is she not a mother? Abike Dabiri. God punish the one. Make I see anybody who go enter my inbox. They tell me say I would like to travel abroad. So all the persons go take their head. God punish that person. Make I just tell you the bitter truth. The job of immigration for this country now to collect bribe for borders and to collect bribe for international airports. This one not be allegedly. God punish all of them. This one when I the transfer courses, make I not forget to transfer courses to those people when they talk say Verydarkman hate women. God go punish all of them now. Verydarkman are the only president when me personally they see for this country. The other one a mistake. This one not go involve allegedly. So Verydarkman only you be the president when me talking from the see for this country Nigeria. The other one a mistake. Oh, allegedly the other one a mistake. Oh, allegedly the other one a mistake. Oh, allegedly the other one a mistake. Oh.
Martins Vincent Oshe, popularly known as Verydarkman, has highlighted the plight of young girls trafficked from Nigeria to Ivory Coast. In a video posted on Instagram, the activist called on the chairperson of the Nigerians in the Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, giving her a 1-week ultimatum to repatriate the girls to Nigeria, warning that her failure to act will result in serious problems. He claimed that the trafficked girls in Ivory Coast were in their hundreds and that some were as young as 12 years old. Let's take a look.
So Abike Dabiri, the chairman of Nigerians in Diaspora, after this post, I am giving you exactly 1 week to find solution to this. Exactly 1 week. If after 1 week, these girls are not back to this country, I'll give you the biggest problem you have ever seen in your life. Nigerians, let me show you something. Take a good look at it.
Well, I don't think any of these girls, I don't think any of them here is up to 15. You hear me ask them, they say they are from Nigeria. some people from Niger have come and they found out that they are actually from Kano. So it seems like they've taken them to Niger before to go and beg. Sure. So from Niger now, they were moved here. So they think that they are from Niger, but they are originally from Kano, where they were moved to go to Niger to go and beg. So these are actually Nigerian kids. This is like 0.3% or 2% of the entire problem that is happening here in Cote d'Ivoire, because there's a lot of shanties where a lot of Nigerians are, where they are using them for sex trafficking here in Cote d'Ivoire.
Well, meanwhile, Abike Dabiri has reacted to VDM's ultimatum, calling it ignorant and misinformed. Let's take Abike Dabiri's tweet. She wrote on X, "Totally wrong, misinformed, and ignorant call. Have you heard of NAPTIP Nigeria? It's the agency responsible solely for trafficking. NIDCOM has collaborated with them as much as we can. And for your information, using my own personal resources, not government, I'm sure NAPTIP Nigeria will treat appropriately. I advise you to tag them." I mean, Vimbai, this is a huge topic. I mean, I know on the cover of Daily Trust newspapers, if you can pull that up, and their lead story on the Daily Trust is traffickers using digital platforms to lure Nigerians. And NAPTIP is saying that over 7,000 victims have been rescued in 2 years. Digital platform. And of course, I reached out to Abike Dabiri, and she did talk to me about what kind of collaboration that they have been doing with NAPTIP. And she was graceful to send me, some of the roles of NAPTIP. I'll just read a few of them, and then I'll come to you. And, powers of NAPTIP, I'd like to educate Nigerians. They have the powers, one, to investigate whether any person, body, or entity has committed an offense under this act, or the offense of trafficking under any law. 2, enter into any premises, property, or conveyance for the purpose of conducting searches in furtherance of its functions under this act or under any other law. 3, arrest, detain, and persecute offenders under this act or any other law on trafficking in persons in Nigeria. I mean, I would say kudos to NAPTIP, really. 7,000 Nigerians in 2 years. It's a lot. And kudos to also VDM for going out there and highlighting the plight of these young children who have been trafficked, most of them unknowingly, to Ivory Coast, saying that there are hundreds that are out there. As much as we give kudos to NAPTIP, we urge them to look into the case of those children trafficked to Ivory Coast.
Thank you so much for that. And those are the main points. First of all, I begin with those girls, not just these girls, all victims of trafficking around. Yes, it's a tall order for NAPTIP, but for now we know about this group, so we continue to advocate for NAPTIP in collaboration with NIDCOM to do something about this. That's number one. Number two, when it comes to Verydarkman, I think it's important for us to always encourage activism,
yes,
and for us to, to commend it. However, it's also important for us to set out the structures in the manner which we do so. I know he has his own way of communicating and getting his message across to his followers and so forth, but it's important to note that we can't threaten people on social media. That is not correct.
Yes.
Now to the main issue. NIDCOM itself, under Madam Abike Dabiri, last year, remember there was the issue of the Nigerian girls in Ghana. Yes. 13 of them. And she personally went to Ghana to visit these girls who had been promised jobs as sales girls in Ghana. And in collaboration with other stakeholders, were able to bring them in. From just the end, in the second half of last year, they were able to repatriate about 163 girls, young ladies who had been trafficked to various parts of the world. That's NIDCOM's own collaboration. So that's, separate to what NAPTIP is doing. So I understand, NIDCOM is more visible. So I understand the call to NIDCOM. She is doing her part in her capacity. It's not actually her ministry. That's not the work of the Diaspora Commission. NAPTIP is the national agency for the prohibition of trafficking in persons. That's why we're appealing for them to now get their attention to this particular issue concerning these young girls, so they can work in a way that they have done so many times in the past to bring them back. Now, digital platforms, you now have what's happening in the region. You have Togo, you have Ghana, you have Cote d'Ivoire. Further off, you have Saudi Arabia, you have Qatar, you have so many countries where jobs are advertised. sales girl, nanny, domestic staff, and so forth. And so many young girls get stuck out there. Those who come back with their lives are fortunate, because many get there and they find that it's not real work, that they're enslaved, that they're abused, that the stories are harrowing, not just from Nigeria, from across Africa. So I'm really glad that we're talking about this, that this conversation has now come to the front burner. And as much as it is not the onus is not on NIDCOM to focus on this issue, we thank them for the collaboration in the past, and we hope that they can continue the collaborative work with all of the stakeholders involved. Because with that Ghana issue, there was Nigerians in Ghana Diaspora Association, just volunteers who came together. So this is a community effort. So let's all come together in a positive light. I don't think there's a necessity for us to abuse each other and threaten each other. This is a collaborative agenda that has to come together. So very important to just highlight that.
Well, Rufai, I'd like for you to speak to the Daily Trust newspaper, trafficking using digital platforms. I mean, it's become a nightmare at this point. I know that you're really, good with these platforms and digital age now. Talk to us about how this sort of incident can be prevented.
The truth is, it's a big recruitment ground for all these traffickers. A lot of Facebook, TikTok, not too really much on Twitter as much as Facebook and TikTok particularly. Instagram. This platform easily can be used, and that's why you should be careful. Because what they prey on is the poverty in the land and your own greed. Yeah. And that's why this morning when we're talking about the economic numbers, things are not well in Nigeria. That's why it's so easy. If you hear what they promise these people, Oji, you'll be shocked. Paltry amounts of money. I do a lot in the charity speech. I interface with a lot of poor people. I mean, I see at an outreach in the village over the weekend. So I know what a couple of thousands can do. I know how people will take on anything. And that's why, please, we'd like to call on the authority to do the needful to educate them. And that's why we'd like to ask NAPTIP, where is the 85 million naira you put in the budget, your budget this year for publicity? Probably we can start by using that money to do even if possible social media campaigns, if the money is being approved. Because I've also talked to people in NAPTIP. What they complain about is that it's not that they don't want to do these things, but the budget is never enough.
Yes.
In fact, somebody was telling me how the wife of maybe it's President Tinubu had to provide a boss for an organization that helped repatriate these young people. I feel Verydarkman's plight. But when you go to the nitty-gritty of these agencies, it's not that easy. What they propose in the budget is not what they get in the end. Especially for the fact that our budget has been greatly hampered by this Trump tariff situation. So most people will not get everything to get by. And Abdulkarim was right. It's really supposed to be the role of NAPTIP. But how well has NAPTIP been funded? How well have we done the education? But Oji, the most important part of all of this is economic empowerment. Just some minutes ago, I was talking to somebody and I said, what does poverty mean? Passing over opportunity regularly. If people have things doing, they will not be trafficked for paltry amounts. In many years ago, when Nigeria was a lot better, you had a reduction in this story. It's when Nigeria started to go bad, you started hearing trafficking of people to Italy and all of that. The height of it was when they did that movie, Glamour Girls, in the 90s. That was when, it was really out there and the scourge was out there. So we should do everything to ensure that the economy works. If the economy works, we'll have less of all of this.
All right, we have put the satellite on Ivory Coast. Good point. Okay, go ahead.
First, to commend Abdulkarim at Irewa. She has been doing an excellent job running the Diaspora Commission. Since she took over that agency, she has been very proactive. She's been very excellent in terms of meeting the objectives, the mandate of that particular agency. Two, the point has been well made that there's a body called NAPTIP that is responsible for trafficking in persons, which is an offense under the laws of Nigeria. And those laws need to be enforced. Now, let's go to the third point. I'm trying to be very brief about Verydarkman, Martin Ose. I appreciate his, enthusiasm, almost like portable, getting overexcited over many things. That's Abibu Okikiola, who now says he wants to fight Anthony Joshua and all that, and he's looking for an opportunity to get into the ring. Look, some of these people who have space on social media, they get over-enthusiastic. And they abuse the platform. I think that Martin Ose, saying that he was giving Abdulkarim 1 week ultimatum. Abdulkarim, I'm warning you, 1 week. Otherwise, I will create serious problems for NIDCOM. Look, that's beyond the pale of decorum. He can make his point. He has done very well to draw attention to the issue. But he has no right to threaten a state official. Okay? So I think that was a bit overboard. And all these people who say they are on Instagram, they are on this and that. Yes, media has become very democratic. Right. But there's also too many quacks and ignorant people, using that space and going, beyond their boundaries. Right. I think it's a statement about Abike Dabiri and NAPTIP. It's unfair. All right. And we need to underscore that. All right. Very well, he can do his activism, but you should do so with some level, of education. All right. Not ignorance.
Well, we have turned the searchlight now on our girls in Ivory Coast, and we urge NAPTIP and, of course, NAPTIP to do their best to bring our girls back home.